It's Flux Friday, the best update show in the hobby, brought to you and hosted by DrFlux.
All right, it is Friday. You know what that means. It is time for Flux Friday. Now, the first thing I gotta get off my chest is just this amazing thing that just happened. This right here is a beautiful DrFlux inspired PewPew. You might be asking, how did I get this? Well, first off, you have to sign up for like a lottery, you have to get your name drawn, and then you have the opportunity to purchase one. It was given to me by a very good friend. I'm just completely blown away that this person did this, but Luchathors, if you have not checked out his channel, make sure to check him out. He's just an awesome guy, but he actually won the raffle. He actually had one of these coming and worked with PewPew on the side to get this thing made, and I'm just completely blown away. Thank you so much, Luchathors. I mean, truly amazing. But this is a point of news today. So I also was talking with PewPew, and there is an actual new mode for this blaster, which this blaster has it, and that is called the Hotshot Mode. Now, the Hotshot Mode, this is a very quiet, low rotation mode in which these flywheels, and these are brushless flywheel motors and flywheels, are spinning. Now, what is the benefit of this? Now you're able to quickly go into a fire or a burst or whatnot, and the wheels are ready to go. It's like, hey, keep the car running, we're going. So this is really good for close counter engagements or close counter combat where you're just like, you need every split second matters, and keeping these flywheels kind of on the ready, you know, ready to go is perfect. I have seen this be done in other stuff. However, I will say I've never seen it to where it's this quiet. I can barely tell that these motors are actually running. You can hear it if you hold it up close, but I will be doing a full review on this later, but I just wanted to put that out there. There has been a brand new, this is latest and greatest firmware update for the PewPew. So there are some resources to check your model versus what firmware you can get and all that. Next up, we have some great news from XShot. Now here on the DrFlux channel, we've done a video already on the announcement of the XShot Pro line. We've been waiting for it. It's finally coming. And Blaster Time got their hands on the XShot long shot, and this thing looks amazing. From watching the video, we can see, you know, some key points. Number one, it is a bullpup, it is a Springer, and this thing actually comes with a scar barrel. There is an actual muzzle brake at the end, and then you take that off and there's actually a scar barrel in there, very similar to the Worker Scar. The blaster will be compatible with long darts, short darts, and it has a little adapter, kind of like what we saw when Dart Zone released, where they had the Pro line and they offered the short and long. I know a lot of people in the community and people in the hobby are gonna say, well, you should have just gone straight to short darts, but you have to understand from a brand perspective, it's kind of a nod to the consumer that, hey, don't worry, you can still use your other darts, but here's some new darts, here's some short darts if you want to try it out. So the next thing about this blaster is the price. This thing is gonna be super competitive, so really excited to see what happens with this line. And since we're talking about XShot, we also have this thing, the XShot Insanity. We have 4 blasters here combined. This thing looks like it's straight out of like a PDK Films thumbnail. Someone at XShot knows what they're doing in the marketing department. This thing just looks phenomenal. Now, practicality, that's a different thing. How well will this thing translate over to pro games and whatnot? Yeah, not really, but man, does it look cool. Next up is a magazine from Added Darts. This is the Coda magazine. It's a 23 dart capacity magazine. Does not have the side feed lips, which I prefer because obviously the Nova is perfectly compatible with this. The Nova does not do well when you have feed lips sticking up the side, so very nice design. And we actually have, you know, just drop. You can do a drop, which is nice. These magazines are injection molded, and the plastic quality of these are just wonderful. I'm a big fan, and I will be purchasing quite a few of these. I plan to change out my loadout for Coda Mags. And these are $20 on Added Darts. I will be leaving links to everything I'm talking about today in the description, so if you want to pick some of these up, check it out. That also leads me to my next thing, which is channel sponsorships. Number one, Added Darts. We have an affiliate thing set up with Added Darts, so if you'd like to support the channel, purchase from Added Darts, use our affiliate code in the description. Helps us a lot, and it also is great for, you know, Added Darts, and you know, they're an awesome mod shop, so I like to see them getting supported. And on the topic of sponsorships, I'd like to announce some exciting news. We have been working with PCBWay, and they are looking to be an official DrFlux channel sponsor. So that's really awesome. And if you're not sure what PCBWay is, basically it's a service that you can send in your custom files to have your own PCBs made, and they even offer CNC milling, which is really cool. I personally would love to see a CNC'd Nova. That'd be pretty sick. But I'm sure you'll see more information on that in the future. In wrapping up, we have a blaster that was sent in by Out of Darts, and this right here is called the Cynthia. This was created, designed by Silly Butts. So this right here is the Indra. It just needed a little bit more fine tuning to make it basically the blaster that everyone wanted it to be. And so it seems to me that Silly Butts has kind of taken kind of the overall idea of the Indra and recreated the Cynthia. Now the Cynthia is also a bolt action springer that primes very similar to the Indra. However, here's where my couple gripes in here. Number one is this system right here, however he's got it locked together, has created a warp or a bow in the blaster. It's basically a weak point. And so what I end up doing is if you're not careful, you can actually clip yourself on the side here, and it kind of hangs up when you go to push the bolt forward. Now, from looking at this and from talking to Silver Fox Industries, I think someone, if not, this might already be done, or Silly Butts might have already done this, but there needs to be some type of brace that connects this whole section here, and maybe even keep it to where the bolt can't do a 180 like this, because that's kind of silly. It'd be nice if it had a brace in which you could, kind of guide back in there. But other than that, the blaster is super accurate. We have the Silly Butts design Scar on here, which I've had a lot of success with. Totally love this thing. Has plenty of plunger tube diameter back here and spring power, and you can actually change out springs and do all kinds of cool stuff. Now the pusher system in here is a skinny pusher, so it doesn't matter if the bolt is forward or back. You can still shove your magazine in there and you're ready to rock. I will be doing more videos on the Cynthia. I want to run it through its paces, get some chronograph readings, test it and everything. But I'm very happy and thankful that Out of Darts has sent this in. And if you'd like to see more information, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, following all our social medias, and you should see this coming out soon. Other than that, I want to thank you for watching today's Flux Friday. As always, be safe and happy foam flinging.